Allah. There you are. Good girl. Good girl, Hella. Yeah, watch yourself. Good morning, everyone. Prepper Nurse 1 here. So, not this weekend coming up, but next weekend, we have our get-together coming. So I said, well, you know what? Need to get the wood ahead of time here for the pavilion. So I'll show you. Just started. Just did what I just showed you. I will cut up enough wood. I'll get this stacked pretty high over here and do that. And in preparation, I figure it's a cold day here today at the homestead. It's a good way to do a little exercise, get my get worked, get a little sweat equity going, and get that squared away before everybody comes down. We had a dusting of snow overnight, and so we had that happening. I want to show you guys something, okay? And folks, I'm going to tell you what, if you're having an issue with something, ever, troubleshoot first. A lot of times it may be the easiest excuse me, solution to the problem. So what do I mean? So I did the video the other day and I talked about first time ever that the generator had kicked off, and I thought it was because of solar panels and all that type of stuff. Now, I used my generator yesterday. It worked fine. You know, had a little bit of a weird start to it, but it was working okay, and charged up the batteries enough for me what I needed through the evening. So this morning I came out and the batteries were at 0. So it hadn't kicked off, it hadn't shut down the system yet, but the main big battery was at 0. And I'm like, okay, I got to get this, you know, generator fired up and get this going. Thank goodness there's no wind today. I mean, it's definitely cold today, but there's no wind. So I'm like, all right. So fired it up, it kicked off. Okay, you know, I'm thinking, that's weird. So fired it up again, kicked off a second time. And I'm inside and I'm like going, you know, is it the battery? Is it because the big battery is so low? Or so I turned off the big battery. I went back out, fired it up a third time, kicks off a third time. So now I know it's not the big battery. So I'm like, okay, probably needs an oil change, right? That's what I'm thinking. It needs an oil change. So I grab another thing of oil, the funnel. I come out, I turn the generator off because the generator was working, but it kept kicking offline, right? So I'm like, that's what it's got to be. It's got to need an oil change, even though, I mean, I'm pretty close to when I need to change the oil out anyway, but I thought, well, that's probably what it is. So I turn the generator off. I go to unplug the generator, and I will show you. So you can never really see it fully because of the way it's right here. But if you lift this up, you can see that's plugged in nicely, okay? It was plugged in, but the connection was not quite, look at her with another big piece of wood. It was plugged in, but it wasn't quite where it needed to be. So I said, oh, are you kidding me? Is that it? So I pushed it the rest of the way in, turned the generator back on, fired up the batteries, and lo and behold, working like a charm. So, you know, again, always if there's an issue, troubleshoot your unit. Sometimes it is the simplest solution, which is check that connection, make sure that connection is good. But hey, you know what? That's how you learn. You know, you learn by making mistakes. So I'm a big believer in letting you guys know when I've made a mistake. So we're going to look here together, and we're going to see where it's at right now. I can't see at the moment. Okay, that's saying 7%. So right now, and I've only had the generator on for maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes maybe. So right now, the batteries are at 7%. It'll stay in the red. You see how the number was red? When it hits 20%, the number goes red to let you know that you're getting very low on your batteries. So that's what that's all about. But yeah, it is, you know, hey, it is what it is. And so like I said, again, you live and you learn. But again, please always learn from my mistakes, because I will continue to make them. I am very good at making mistakes. But I can guarantee you this, if I have another issue with anything, first thing I'm going to do is check that connection. So anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. Oh yeah, today, by the way, is January 2nd. It is Tuesday, 2024. Look at that, 2 days in a row I got the right year right. Don't hold that to me, because it may not last. But we have to stop letting them divide us using race, religion, political affiliation. It's all nonsense. All of it means nothing. So definitely come together as human beings, and we can accomplish anything. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day, tomorrow's not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, You can do it. The only one stopping you from achieving your goals is you. That's it, nobody else. Stay positive, stay away from the negativity, and you're going to be just fine. All right, have a great day, everybody. Keep prepping, and here we are, second day of the new year. Prepper Nurse One, out for now.